they're also incredibly talented. Their songs are great. I should probably put that at the beginning of the video. Hey guys. So I kind of wanted to do something on a little bit more of a personal note, if that's okay with you. I know I've been doing reaction videos for, it'll be almost a year now. Almost a year, I think in August. Which is crazy. And the fact that people actually watch my videos is still like crazy. But anyway, this is not about me or my reaction channel. Actually, this is about BTS and why I appreciate them. I know there's been a lot of going around with Western locals, I don't know what they're calling them, people kind of saying that the only people that like BTS are like 13, 14-year-old girls that are only obsessed with them because of their looks. I want to make it very clear. There's nothing wrong with being 13 or 14-year-olds and loving BTS. It just means you have great taste in music. I mean, that's great. And they're adorable and super handsome. So there's also nothing wrong with that either. But I think what they're missing is that that's not why we love BTS. I mean, it's nice too. It is. And we do have 13 and 14-year-old fans, which again is great. But it's much more about who they are as people. I mean, let's be honest. There's a lot of celebrities, both in the West and especially in K-pop, that are extremely attractive. Like, extremely. Like, I don't know if anybody watches NCT or especially NCT 127, but, like, all of them are, like, beautiful. Like, Taeyang, don't let me get it wrong. His face literally looks like when I see it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure he can't be real. Like, it's just not a thing. So, if it was about that, like, there would be a lot of other groups I could stan. Not saying that BTS isn't beautiful, they are. I love them so much. But there's a lot of different people you could look at. There's a lot of attractive people out there. But I think the reason why BTS has such loyal fans is because they talk about real issues. Why we all like our music about breakup, like girls and boys and being in love and she's so beautiful and Western, like, let's go to the club and whatever. It's really refreshing to hear lyrics about overcoming life and having those issues and realizing that they do get you down and that's okay. But also realizing that there's a time that they're going to be past us. So, like, it always amazes me. Sometimes I'll listen to a BTS song for forever, generally some of their older stuff, and I've never looked up what the actual lyrics are, and I look them up and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, I didn't know I was able to like BTS any more than I do. It's kind of a problem, actually. But you see this and, like, the song Tomorrow, for instance, it talks about how when you're in your 20s, which I'm 23. I'm 23 and employed. Who would have thought? You know, I'm not a 12-year-old girl screaming because I think they're attractive. Who would have thought? It talks about being in your 20s and trying to get somewhere, but you feel like you're never moving and how suffocating that can feel when you're trying so hard to get somewhere, but you're not even sure where you're going. And you just feel like giving up sometimes because you try so hard, but it just nothing ever happens. But they tell you, even though they take that and they show you this darkness and that this is a thing and they validate you by that, but they also show you that, like, don't let tomorrow get too far away from you. It will get better. And I just think that's so important to realize life isn't all rainbows and unicorns, and that's okay. It's okay to be upset and it's okay to feel sad, but at the end of the day, things will get better. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually they'll get better. And I think that's why we all like them, is because they they aren't afraid of expressing themselves, whether it be for mm, being silly, which I think is another reason why we love them, because they're not afraid of being themselves. Like, they are some of the most ridiculous people I've ever seen in my entire life, and it's great. It's great. I mean, watching them on interviews, you might think they might try to be a little more professional, but no, no. They're great. They're just themselves, and it's beautiful. And I don't think you see that a lot in people in general, but especially people in the entertainment industry. Um, but that being that, so them having like deep lyrics that we can relate to, but also kind of on the same thing about us being liking them being silly. I know I've seen a lot of armies that talk about how BTS has helped them with either depression or anxiety or any mental health issue, or for like me personally, physical health issues. I've had chronic illness for 5 years now. I've been at places where I've been losing my ability to walk. I've been days that I can't get out of bed. I've had a lot happen, ribs dislocating. But pain, whether it's emotional or physical, it's a signal in the brain. It is what it is. And if you can have your brain be distracted, and it's been clinically shown that if you are scientifically shown, clinically, whatever, it's fine, that if you are positive and are happier, your body is going to heal better. And of course, with depression, if you're happier, like, that's kind of the whole thing with depression. But they help us get through it. Like, I was off work for the first time ever for 2.5 months when I had some really bad health issues pop up, and it could have been really bad. It was actually kind of right after I found BTS. It could have been really bad. I mean, I couldn't leave home. I couldn't drive. It was just really bad, and it could have made me really depressed. But that time turned into time that I could like watch BTS. I remember being in the emergency room because somebody thought that was a good idea, and literally like laughing because I was watching their, what is it called? Something Ugly Dance King. Is that what it is? Pretty Ugly Dance King? I don't know, on a reality TV show they went on. Can't think of the name of it. Either way, I was literally laughing in the emergency room. Couldn't feel my face, was super lightheaded. They were really worried, but it's just, they comfort you. You feel that they care. I mean, one of their newest songs, Magic Shop, was like, to me, just so heartwarming because it talked about how if we're feeling down and we don't like ourselves or just having a bad day, that we can open up a door and they're there for us. And I think that's what they are to ARMY. They're their comfort and their getaway and their escape sometimes from reality, but also not just an escape. They talk about how to deal with things in the future, and I think that's important. But I love that line, and I think I'll end with that so I don't ramble anymore. But there's a line in Magic Shop that basically says, you gave me the best of me, so you'll give you the best of you. And to me, that is just such a humble and beautiful thing. They could have said, you gave me the best of me, so I'll give you the best of you. But they didn't say that. They said that they saw us do so much for them, and they saw us get them where they are, because we love them and they're amazing and talented. Also, we love them because they're talented. I don't want to make it seem like we just like them for their personalities, which we do love them for that, but they're also incredibly talented. Their songs are great. I should probably put that at the beginning of the video. But anyway, just showing their humility of not saying, hey, well, we're going to raise you up. They said, we'll be here for you, but we know that you can do it. we know that. We've seen how much you've helped us, so we know you can help yourself. And I think that's what the beauty of BTS is. And I just hope that people realize that it's not about what they look like. They're adorable. Jimin is like my favorite, my bias. But he's like adorable, and I just want to, like, it makes me happy. But besides that, they're just good people, and their music is great, and you don't need to understand the language to know that. I mean, music is about sounds in the end. So, first of all, it sounds great, and then when you read the lyrics, you realize that the meaning behind it is great. So, and they're great people. So if you haven't watched any of their stuff before or listened to it, please do, and please just be open about it. I know some people are against K-pop, and they hear the word K-pop and they're like, oh, I don't think I should like that. It sounds weird. And it's like, to judge an entire, I think they view anything from Korea as K-pop, outsiders anyway. And it's like, to judge an entire country's music based on, like, just say, I'm not gonna watch that, or listen to that, is just ridiculous to me. It's funny to me because I can tell people I love listening to Latin music, or I'm learning Chinese. I'm on my 3rd year of Mandarin, and I love listening to C-pop or anything like that. Taiwanese music. They're all like, oh, that's super cool. Say I like K-pop, and they're like, aren't you an adult? And I'm like, yes, I am. Anyway, so I hope this helped explain to, if anybody for some weird reason watches this. Normally videos that don't have a reaction in them don't get many views, but hopefully people can either relate to this, or if you're some people that are like, why is BTS a big thing? I hope you can see why, and hopefully check out some of the lyrics. So check out their lyrics, check out their music videos. They're super aesthetically pleasing. I'm very much into art, and I love it because the colors and everything. But yeah, anyway, if you like this, you can like it. If you want to subscribe, that'd be great. If you want to share it to maybe some people to show them, like, hey, maybe you should look at BTS, that'd be good. I don't know, I'm a weirdo. Anyway, 再见。